Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. It's your girl Cooking with Tammy, and today on Cooking with Tammy, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious chopped cheese pizza roll. Now here's the thing, this chopped cheese pizza roll would be a great appetizer for game day. So without further ado, let's get to cooking. First thing we want to do is introduce our bacon to the pan. While the bacon is doing what it do, we're going to dice some onions up. Now, it doesn't matter if you use sweet onions, Vidalia onions. It doesn't really matter. Just dice some onions up. Once you're done, place it to the side. And don't forget to check on that bacon. Our bacon is smoking, but it's not quite done yet. We want this bacon to be sort of crispy. Now, everybody likes their bacon to be a different texture. But for this particular recipe, our bacon is going to be sort of crispy. After placing the bacon onto a paper towel, using the same pan, we're going to add our onions. Let's cook the onions. We're going to toss it around for about a minute before introducing the ground beef. Let's break the ground beef on down using my favorite kitchen tool of all times. Trust me, when I tell you this makes the job so much easier, this definitely makes the job easier. I used to use a regular spatula to break the meat down, and in comparison, this is so much better and so much more effective. I'm just going to let it cook some more for about another 2 minutes because I want to make sure there's no pink. I want to make sure everything is cooked all the way through. For seasonings, we're going to need ground black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and bouillon. For this particular recipe, I'm using beef bouillon. However, use any type of bouillon that you prefer, whether it be chicken or veggie bouillon. We're going to give it a good mix. We want to combine all of the seasonings with the meat. Give it a quick taste. See if this is what you like. And if you need to add additional seasonings, definitely add some at this time. Let's add some velveeta to this recipe. We're going to stir the velveeta into the meat, of course. Allow the velveeta to become nice and melted. If you want to add a different type of cheese other than velveeta, you can definitely do that. If you want to add, let's say, maybe cheddar or even a Mexican blend, that would work perfectly fine as well. The reason why I opted for these particular seasonings versus, adding salt and adobo and everything else is simply because velveeta has salt. Not to mention we already added the bouillon powder, which contains sodium as well. Next up, we're going to need some pizza dough. You can find pizza dough basically at the grocery store, any pizza dough brand, really and truly. This is just a regular pizza dough that I got from the can in the freezer section. We're going to take it, we're going to spread it out. And no, it doesn't have to be even. Just open it up as much as possible, and that's basically it. I find that it's easy to work with the dough when it's not too cold, but yet not too room temperature. Just sort of like in between. We're going to take our meat and we're going to place it onto the dough. Using the spatula, we're going to spread the meat out. Quick tip, when placing the meat onto the dough, allow at least an inch on every corner. This only required about a pound of meat. I was going to go for the 2-pound pack of meat, but something was like, girl, just go for the 1 pound. Luckily I did, because this is more than enough. Continue to spread the meat, and we're just going to go back in and just basically straighten everything out. See, we can never get enough cheese, so we're going to add some freshly grated cheddar cheese. Make sure you add that cheddar cheese, baby. Now, here's the thing. If you're not into, like, let's say, or I'm not going to say not into it, but if you want to add a different cheese, you definitely can. Remember that bacon that we fried earlier? Well, we're going to go ahead and chop that bacon up. We're going to turn it into bacon crumbles, simply because we're going to add it to our chopped cheese pizza roll. As you can see, I'm kind of like bringing the sides up. That's why it was so important to leave at least an inch of the sides open. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to bring it on in. We're going to keep bringing in those sides while rolling, just as if we were rolling a burrito, so to speak. Keep rolling, keep tucking, tuck and roll, tuck and roll. And that's basically it. We're just gonna form it, shape it on out. And most importantly, you don't want your filling to fall out, so be sure to bake it seam side down. And once everything is locked and ready to go, let's work on getting our baking sheet. Depending on the type of dough and brand that you're going to be using, definitely refer to the back of the package for baking instructions and baking time. This particular brand, however, is going to require 400 degrees Fahrenheit preheated oven, of course. This particular brand that I'm using is going to take about 8 to 10 minutes to bake and become golden brown. We're going to chop some parsley. We're going to add it to some melted butter. Take one of our basting brushes and literally just brush it on the top of our delicious chopped cheese pizza roll. And that's basically it, guys. That is it. You can choose to eat your pizza roll like this, but around here we're not regular smegglers, so we're going to make 2 delicious sauces that's going to complement our chopped cheese pizza roll. First sauce is going to consist of mayo. We're also going to add some barbecue sauce. And we're also going to add some ketchup. Stir it up really, really good. Give it a quick taste. See whether or not if you want to add a little bit more barbecue. If you want to add some smoked paprika for a little smoky flavor, or even maybe let's say some cayenne pepper for a little kick, you can definitely do that as well. Once we're done, we're going to put sauce number 1 to the side, and we're going to work on making sauce number 2. For sauce number 2, we're going to need mayo, barbecue sauce, honey mustard, sweet relish. This sauce is going to be saucier, right? We're going to combine all of the ingredients. Check it on out. That's absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Let's get a quick close-up. This was so cute on presentation, not to mention the flavors. Oh my goodness. We didn't overseason the meat. Everything paired together perfect. We had that nice melted cheese along with the bacon and the cheesy chopped ground beef. Like I said, it just was the perfect combination. Absolutely delicious, not to mention our dipping sauces. What? Those dipping sauces definitely took this chopped cheese pizza roll to the next level. As always, I'm your girl cooking with Tammy. Definitely give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you in another video. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.